What is up, lifting fam? How you guys doing today? I'm waiting for one of my powerlifting buddies to get here, but since I'm waiting, I wanted to give you guys some encouragement on how to get bigger and better and stronger. So the main thing to get bigger and better and stronger is consistency. You gotta stay consistent. You gotta eat your meals. If you want to get bigger, you gotta eat big. You gotta eat, 5 to 6 meals. If that's not working, eat 7 to 8 meals, right? How far are you willing to go to get bigger, to get more muscular, to get slimmer, to lose fat, to, like if you're trying to get leaner, you have to put cardio into your regimen. I'm trying to be a strong man, so I need as much calories as possible. It is hard eating 7 meals. I'm eating 6 to 7 meals a day now. I've gained, since I've been in Oregon, I've gained about 5 pounds, and I'm trying to be 300 pounds, to do strongman. Now, how far are you willing to go with that, right? I know you guys got work, you got school, you got all these things, family issues and stuff like that, 100%. But you gotta finish all those, finish work, finish school, help your family out. Then you still gotta get your meals in. You still gotta go to the gym. You still gotta train. If you're training once a day, train twice a day. If once a day is not working, sometimes I'll train twice a day. And I've seen the most gains in my shoulders by working shoulders twice a week, twice a day, And I feel like it's all about discipline as well, right? Like, let's say you get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym, right? Everybody gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym. Everybody gets up at 6 o'clock to go to the gym. So why not get up at 4? Why not get up at 3 o'clock in the morning before you have to go to work, before you have to go to school, right? Because then you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of these guys. You're ahead of other people in the gym that are already there. And I would think about it even as like a competition, right? Get to the gym before anybody else gets to the gym. Sorry for stuttering, guys. And like I said, I feel like the 3 biggest things are consistency, trusting in the Lord, and discipline. Those are the 3 biggest things you need to succeed as a lifter. As like a power lifter, as a strongman, as a bodybuilder. All those things take intense diet and strict restriction, discipline, and it's not always about having fun. Sometimes you have to skip hanging out with the homies, hanging out with your homegirls, going to parties, drinking, smoking. I don't do any of that stuff. Sometimes you're gonna have to skip out on fun. What you consider fun. I consider fun going to the gym, And I'm not calling anybody out on this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not judging or nothing like that. I'm just saying, if you want to see results, you got to put in that work. Like, there's been times where my buddy's like, hey, you want to go out? Want to hang out? Not to the clubs or anything like that. Just like, hey, you want to go to the park? Hey, you want to go play video games at my house? I'm sorry, no. I have to eat my meals and I have to train. And I don't do that all the time. But I want it. I want to get bigger. I want to get stronger. I want to get bigger muscles. And sometimes it takes saying no in order to get better. Like Dorian Yates turned off all social media, his phone, all that stuff. Like freaking Nick Walker at the Arnold this week, he talked about doing the Dorian Yates method, which was turning off everything and locking in. And sometimes that's what it takes. Delete Instagram. Delete YouTube, delete Snapchat, delete all these things so you can be better.